Finale, the finale. Super Savage. It's the finale. Come on and tune in. Tune in. You and your friends. Yeah. We're about to get knowledge. We're about to have a conversation, an interview or two. Yes, an interview or two. We're about to have a podcast show. Finale, a podcast show. Super Savage. A podcast show. Yeah, what's up? It's your girl, your host, Super Savage, on the Real Super Savage Show. What's up, y'all? We tuning in, y'all, to the hottest 21 episodes of the season with your girl, Super Savage. I want to welcome y'all myself for the last episode of the Real Super Savage podcast, season 1. We made it through. It's been 3 months, and we've been through a lot together, and I'm kind of tired of you guys. I'm just kidding. Today, we will recap and look at the biggest laughs, the biggest interview, artist quote of the day, the biggest impact, the biggest news, the biggest serious moments, bloopers, and much more. You don't want to miss this. Stay tuned and listen to my jingle. The finale. It's the finale. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Super Savage. Super. Y'all crazy as hell, just like me. Y'all crazy. Thanks again for tuning in. And this year, no doubt, has had our ups and downs, but the biggest news was COVID-19. Headlines all over the nation from all corners of the world were glued to the horrible disease. Starting in China, this was airborne and disguised itself very good. So it hit and it traveled like wildfire. The biggest event was the government shutting down, and mandatory masks was the scariest thing for me at one point in time. I just thought we weren't going to make it. But we made it, so, well, some of us did, and whoever didn't, I just want to pay my respects. But back to the listeners, I am tired of y'all, though. So. Okay, just to let it be known, guys, what did y'all do when the government shut down? I know many of us lost our jobs, our homes, even our lives, but some of us sat around and gained a lot of pounds. I guess I did that as well. So, no, but seriously, I worked on my music. I got close with God. If you want to share any comments or concerns with me, please hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at therealmisssuppersavage.com or Yahoo or Gmail at robinbuckley18 at Gmail or Yahoo. So just hit me up. I'm here. I might not talk to y'all. I might not. Never know. But anyway. So, what was your biggest miss? A lot of families were pulled away from each other. If you were in a certain state at a certain time during the shutdown, you had to stay there. It's been a lot of reuniting. And for me, it was my son, Jaden. By him having leukemia, ALL, we were separated for the biggest part of the coronavirus. And that was the hardest part throughout the time. I've never been without him in my life. And so tomorrow I get to reunite with him since last year, y'all. So it's going to be real emotional for me. Yep. I missed the birthday. Well, I got the video chat, but he's 14 now. He got a car. I mean, he's growing up. It seems like I missed out on everything in just this one little year. So if you've missed out on someone and you would like for me to give them a shout out, in your comments part, put their name, and I would give them a shout out. And it better be a real person. Don't be having me shout out no crazy stuff. That part. When we return, we will be talking about the biggest stars, the biggest episodes, and the most serious episodes. All on Super Savage. And I'm your host, Super Savage. The season finale. Podcast show. Oh. Finale, the finale. Super Savage. It's the finale. Come on and tune in. Tune in. You and your friends. Yeah. We're about to get knowledge. We about to have a conversation, an interview or two. Yes, an interview or two. We about to a podcast show. Finale, a podcast show. Super Savage. A podcast show. The finale. The finale has ended. It's time to recap, Yeah. We are back. Believe that. I'm your host, Super Savage. This is the Real Super Savage Show. And it's season 1, episode 21. 21 Savage. We are talking about the biggest and most memorable moments of the season. So we started off at the biggest miss. Let's go to the biggest star. So for me, it was 85 South Show. AKA I call them the Three Amigos. We're gonna just take a trip down memory lane for just a second because I love that show so much. I like the way that I was able to talk about them, and that was just last week. So let's just get a little clip, okay? Cool. About the best podcast shows to watch, best African American shows. Anything about the podcast shows, I mean, I love it. I love it. Let's give it up for this season, episode 21. So let's give it up for that. As well as let's give it up for the new season coming in August. So I'm very We're going to start off basically talking about one of the best shows in the nation, 85 South Podcast Show. Let's give it up for Chico B, DC Young Fly, and Carlos Miller. These brothers are spectacular. Carlos Miller, born April the 2nd, 1983, from Oxford, Mississippi. He's worth $3 million in net worth. He's been on some of the hottest shows, MTV, Wild 'N Out, Hell Date. But before he put his Wild 'N Out, Hell Energy, everything about the guy, okay? I love him. When it comes to DC Young Fly, he's known for his roasting sessions. He's known for his wittiness and being able to just be successful on. He's a baby. He's just a baby. So maturity, but he is a wonderful. He's a hybrid artist. Real name is Anthony Bean, and he's been on Wild 'N Out, MTV2. And most of MTV1 and VH1. He's been there 5 seasons, so he's put in work. He's worth $3 million as well, net worth. He's more of the foundation as far as the lyrics and he likes to do some lyrical phone calls. He's more of like the serious one, successful podcast show than that. So. And yes, y'all, that was a clip from the top 3 podcast shows. I mean, it don't get no better than that. The reason why I said it is because that was I went to Chicago and I seen them. live. They do live podcast shows. So that is my top star, and it was in the Apollo Theater. So it was very, very hoodwinked. Okay. Also, if you have a favorite star or a favorite person or a sitcom, like I said, hit me up at Robin Buckley 18 at Yahoo or Gmail, and at Miss Super Savage, Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Let's go to the biggest episode. The biggest episode for me was Soul Train with Don Cornelius, the host, and the theme song. You know, I love that show, along with the dancers. So let's take a little recap on how hype I was, because who was hype was me. Was y'all hype? I know y'all was hype. Yeah, you're not supposed to be hype. I love it. We're going to take just a little bit look into it, because one thing I could say about that show, which was episode 15, it rocked the house. So let's have it out.
It's your girl, Super Savage, on the Real Super Savage podcast. And I want to ask one question. Soul Train, how you feel about it? Huh? I love them too. People all over the world. Give it up for Soul Train, y'all. That's right, y'all. They are. It will always be the best show of a lifetime, hands down. Don Cornelius did his thing from 1971 to 2006. He ran the BET and multiple other broadcasting channels with Soul Train music, okay?
And that was just a clip, y'all. I love Soul Train. I love it. I'm sorry. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. So, what was your favorite episode? Like I said, hit me up. Most serious for me, I think I kind of cried on this one, was episode 12. I mean, it was pretty serious for me. Episode 12 was basically talking about how the kids, how the different schools, the schools system was set up this year. This year it came with a lot of torn and a lot of triumph and a lot of trying. I want to give it up to the teachers. They were really, really, really dedicated, even though they didn't have the right support system. And give it up to the kids, because I mean it was something new for everyone, and you don't expect the kids to do what they're supposed to do 24/7 when it came to school. I know my son had some issues as well. Just apparently, just even with when it came down to small details like being able to start the laptop and the different programs, it was just too much for my child. Personally, because I was not there. I had to help via mobile device, as well as video chat. I did do a little bit of his homework for him. I'm just saying. But I mean, it was very difficult. But this is a learning experience for us, and if we can make it through this, we can make it through anything. So, but that was the show for me. It basically showed a cry for help by the teachers of America. It was divided. Some teachers were dedicated regardless if they got it or not. They did not care. And the other teachers just saying, hey, we need help and we're going to boycott. But at the end of the day, we're getting it done. We're the United States of America. We're getting it done as people. Things are going to continue to get better. I just want to thank God for teachers and for parents and for hardworking students. Now, I did a lot of different recipes this season. I did anything with bacon, and I did I did soul food Sunday, but my favorite one was my peach cobbler episode, and y'all know it, my peach cobbler episode, and it was wonderful. It brought back memories for me. One thing I can say about the peach cobbler, the memories brought back from my big mom. I'm going to tell you guys a secret. Don't get mad at me. But do you remember when I said there was two different kind of peach cobblers? Well, there was the same peach cobbler. I just kind of twerked the ingredients a little. So, kind of changed the name a little. Yeah. So, don't hold that against me. You know, hey, we had fun. We learned how to cook a peach cobbler 2 different ways. So, at the end, it all worked out. During this COVID-19, how did you balance your podcast out so it wouldn't be just about the pandemic? That's a good question. I wanted my listeners to know that there still was a sense of normalcy. Yes, I kept updates about COVID-19, but I just touched the bases with only the important parts. Like, for example, the kids, the masks, the curfews in the local areas. This is information that wasn't at the forefront, like the toll deaths and the Donald Trump scandal took a lot of the news up. Those topics overseen what I was kind of being informative about. So, I looked at it as, I was hitting the important parts and what the community wanted to hear. Yeah. I looked at it like this. Now, every episode needed COVID to play a part. I wanted my podcast listeners to be able to find a way out and enjoyment out of all of this disaster and still laugh at the end of the day. Not to forget, but to know that, hey, I still care about you guys as a person. And even though we're individually going through this, we're still putting and pulling through together in this. And so I want to make you laugh, and I don't want you to continuously think about COVID-19 from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep, because it was very over consuming, and sometimes it was hard for people just to get away and escape. So I think that my podcast show was a way to escape. I talked about things that I felt that the community wanted to hear, and that were important. And I mean, we had some good times, but for the most part, you know, it was an informative entertainment, and I wouldn't change anything about it. Okay, so before I say goodbye, I want to let you guys know that I have 3 other podcast shows. Please listen to them. This is not the end of Super Savage. On Wednesdays and Sundays, I have Bible study and worship on my ministry podcast channel, which is Worship, Love, and Fellowship. One comes on in the morning at 10, and on Wednesdays at 6. So tune in on iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, or Google Podcasts, or Podcast Addict, as well as Facebook or YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Real Super Miss Real Super Savage, as well. I also have Grab Your Mic. It's an original. I love Grab Your Mic. It's an original. And this comes on. Depending on when I get to it. No, I'm just playing. It comes on every 4 days, so there would be like on a Thursday, Tuesdays and Thursdays, most likely that will fall on, and it comes on at 7 or 8. The only time I do live broadcasting is when it's the first Sunday or I'm having a live interview with a live person, and I will always give a pre-recording for that. I also have, last but not least, Super Real Savage Talk, and that is where I do my life coaching for relationships as far as marriage, parenting, relationships with with your family members or friends. I talk about some real good stuff, and I would love for you guys to join me because I want to make you happy. So that's not funny. I want to make y'all happy. I love you guys. I love you guys. You guys are the best. When we return, I will be saying my thank yous. Super Savage. Be right back. The finale. Finale, the finale. Super Savage. It's the finale. Come on and tune in. Tune in. You and your friends. Yeah. We're about to get knowledge. We about to have a conversation, an interview or two. Yes, an interview or two. We about to a podcast show. Finale. A podcast show. Super Savage. A podcast show. The finale. The finale has ended. It's time to recap, rewind, the podcast show. Everybody that believes your podcast show. Now let's end this on a positive vibe. Podcast show. The finale. What's up? It's your host, Super Savage, and this is 21 episode of The Real Super Savage. And we are back, and I just want to say thank you. I've learned a lot about myself and podcasting over the last 3 months. I want to thank the people that gave me a chance and took a chance on me. Thanks for giving me that opportunity. I had a blast. And it was a joy to make you laugh, make you cry, make you sensitive. Like I said, y'all got on my nerves. I had a wonderful time. I look forward to seeing everyone August the 3rd for season 2 on the Real Super Savage podcast. Stay sweet, treat one another right, and stay blessed. Till next time, bye. Finale, the finale. Super Savage. It's the finale. Come on, tune in. You and your friends. Yeah. We're about to get knowledge.